It's sort of the universal truth that talent is at the center.
Great teams kill.
Great teams kill in every segment.
Throughout our journey with Dream Teams, there is one constant with every industry leader we talk to. Talent is everything. And perhaps there is nobody who understands that more than my good friend Kirk Arnold. Today we talk about the lessons she learned from previous companies, key insights from her former mentors, and how she implemented those strategies to the talent pool at Ingersoll Rand. As we look to the future, business leaders like Kirk Arnold will be at the forefront of an evolution in business of valuing stakeholders over shareholders. Let's talk talent.
I have the great fortune to be here with Kirk Arnold, one of my favorite people in business, a three-time CEO, a lecturer at the Sloan School at MIT, and you're on 3 boards, including Ingersoll Rand, a public company.
Very happy to be here. Thank you for having me, Mike.
So in your storied career, when did you realize that talent was going to get you there?
Well, I was taught right out of the box. I graduated from college, joined IBM, and was the beneficiary of an investment of talent that was unsurpassed, I think, in the technology industry then and now. So IBM knew they had to develop lots of people to go out and drive market growth, and they made a massive investment in all of us, including 1 year of training.
1 year.
Full year of training.
Unheard of today.
Unheard of. So that was my first exposure to what talent investment and management could be.
Why don't you think companies today in the software space are not making that same investment that IBM made?
Well, I guess the good news is theoretically there's more talent to be gathered. So there's more available folks who either have experience or have trained in college or.
So the pool was pretty small in
Pool
81.
was super small, Mike. Right.
What was IBM's turnover back then?
Almost none. And
No one left.
They were very invested at the time in developing women, which was a hugely
That was
early
forward-thinking,
commitment.
yeah.
Very forward thinking. So they were a culture-first company when they were early in their journey. So they wanted to build a group of potential leaders that embraced it and understood it and lived by it.
And now I understand that you were a 38-year-old woman. You were tapped on the shoulder to run a billion-dollar division of CSC with
Correct.
4,000 people.
Correct.
What was that like?
It was terrifying. I'm constantly reminding folks that it's okay to be looking at your role and saying, oh my God, do I have the skills and capability to step into this? And it's healthy to be stretched like that.
Now, you articulated to me that you had the opportunity to get mentored by the great Jim
The
Collins.
great Jim Collins. So we get to talking about this role I was in, and I was struggling, trying to sort of sort out the next phase of strategy for this business that I was responsible for. And he looked at me and said, this profound, are you sure you have a strategy challenge and not a team challenge? And I said, oh, no, for sure, strategy, I'll get the grid. Well, you might, but I think it's worth a look. All the strategy thinking in the world was not going to be able to move us without that
So
foundation.
you came into Jim Collins with a strategy problem. You left saying, no, I've got a people on the bus problem.
It's the team, it's the people on the bus, it's the leadership team.
Now, everyone says people on the bus now because they've read that, but you were there before it was even published.
I was. And by the way, one of the profound insights that he gave me, it's not just are you on the bus that is committed to the work and to the culture, but are you in the right seat? As I started to think about taking board work, really wanted to work for an industrial company. And part of that was the opportunity to service and serve and provide capability to an industrial sector. For the first time, we can help industrial companies, manufacturers, add value to their product and reposition themselves in the market. And I wanted to learn more about what that was all about. So I sought out, where's a great, well-run, incredibly talented manufacturing and industrial company, and I discovered this team at Ingersoll Rand. And what I learned is that the leader and his team, Mike Lamache, who's one of the great leaders I've ever known, starts with the team. First thing. And we spend time in board meetings really digging in to the talent, to how to develop the talent. It's sort of the universal truth that talent is at the center.
Great teams kill.
Great teams kill in every segment.
What are you going to tell young women entering technology today so that you've had this storied career in technology, 3-time CEO, sitting on boards? What are you going to tell them about how to navigate this quagmire?
There's opportunity for you it is very important to find a culture and a company that feels right to you, which is why as a hiring executive, Mike, you and the team have been successful creating a place where you are thinking about and conscious of how do we create more opportunity for everyone.
Are you seeing this trend get better in the early stage companies with more women, more diversity in technology, or is it depends?
I think it varies by organization. I do think we're moving the dial. And we certainly are moving the dial around the pipeline of entry-level folks.
Always be
I can't help
recruiting.
myself. Always be recruiting.
Isn't that why you maybe lecture at MIT?
That maybe is why I'm lecturing at MIT.
As well as to share your knowledge on
To
selling.
share knowledge and to help. I think there's a seminal moment happening in this subject of the relationship between board and management. And that's what's gone on in the public markets with a recognition that our singular focus on the investor as our constituent is moving, and that we do have a commitment
To more
as a
stakeholders.
board to more stakeholders, customers, but maybe most importantly to the management and employee base to represent what that team needs and wants. And I think as we think about talent in the future, that there's just shift going on in business. And I think it's somewhat impacted by the fact that it's just hard to find and keep good people, that it is a key strategic question. If you keep the talent, guess what? It will have immediate impact on your investors, which is something I learned from Jim Collins.
Well, Kirk, you have been a fantastic tech business leader.
Mike, I got to tell you, it's great to be here. I am a proud extended member of the PI community, and I'm so excited. Better work, better world.
Better
baby.
work, better world, and thank you for all you do to give back.
Thank you.